Alright, so we got another Frameworks chair here that's having issues. We're going to take a look at it. As we pull it back, it doesn't seem to have any recoil spring tension. We're going to check a couple things. First, we'll see if the bottom set screw is tight, and it is. So I don't think that it was. Sometimes it's just a loose set screw. You can tighten your tension bolt at the top again, set your screw back, and you're good. Since this is already tight, you can check something else. I'm going to go ahead and loosen it up. There's a 4mm Allen wrench on the bottom. Okay, so I backed it out enough to where I should be able to pivot the shaft in the top here. I'm going to tap this down in. I tried to make it a really tight fit so I wouldn't strip these shafts out any. Now I'm going to twist it. In this instance, I'm twisting it counterclockwise to see if it'll bring the chair in. It brought the chair in a little, but as I keep spinning it, I notice it's free spinning, so it's not going to be able to tighten the chair up. That is telling me that the spring inside is broken. I got a couple of my blocks here. I'm going to set them up underneath the base of the chair. It's right at the right height. Let's see. I need a little bit more on this chair, it seems like, so I'm going to put a knife blade under it. There we go. Alright, now I need to drive that up and out. I'm going to go ahead and make sure my set screw is a little bit more out of the way. Last thing I want to do is botch that up. I took just a large Allen wrench, probably the biggest one you got, so you won't worry about damaging it or bending it, or we don't actually use this on any equipment, it's just part of a set. Let's stick it up under the base here. Extract this. Now I'm going to flip I was driving up in this style fashion. I didn't have enough room for the hammer to hit like this, so tap it up. Next thing I'm doing, I'm going to flip it up, and I'm going to put the long side up in the shaft, up in the base here. I'm going to do the same thing, keep driving it up. Alright, I got tired of tapping, so I went to go get some leverage. I got me a couple 2x4 boards. I'll stick my Allen wrench back up underneath. So I can pull this off. Let's go to a little less height there. Slowly coming out. Just get a little bit more. I need a little bit more height in my chair elevation. Try this 4mm Allen wrench, see if that gives me a little bit more, less resistance on the shaft. easy way about getting these shafts out. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's another way. Try not to scratch up your paint job on top of here. But I gripped as tight as I can and take my cold chisel, raise from the top. Spin this a little. Just try it all different ways till you get it out. Now that I'm up high enough I can't get much prime with my cold chisel, I'm going to pop these vice grips free, lower them, come back at it again. Okay. Trying hard not to tear that shaft up. You don't want to just maul it all up. Almost there. Alright. Took some effort, but got it out. So you can get anything you can to drive it up. Once you get it high enough, you can get a good bite on it with your vice grips. Then you can work it up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull this chair out. Get my blocks out from underneath of it. Plastic bushing. Pull it out of the metal bushing from the inside. Pull the spring out and take a look at it. Okay. My interior tooth that keeps the tension on the spring, it broke off. That's what sheared off. See if I can find it. There it is. Oh. So this is the part that works on the inside. See if I can clean it off. Good gosh. Good golly. So that's the part that broke completely off. I got in some light there. Now I got a new spring to replace it. Alright. See, the one's got the catch spring on the inside, and that one I'm using the tile to help me out, that yellow tile. No catch on the inside. See if I can strip some of this grease off and reuse it on this other chair a little, just on the spring. Not much risk of it rusting inside of a climate controlled facility. Appears to be nigel, I think it is. I'm going to add some on the inside. And keep the chair from squeaking a little when it twists and turns. Alright, so I'm just going to line up the exterior catch with the notch in this chair. Dropped it in. Go ahead and put my bottom bushing on. Put my metal bushing on the inside. Top plastic bushing. Going to go ahead and clean my hands a little bit so when I lift this chair up I don't just make a new more work for myself. Let's get this going. Lift the chair up, drop it in. Ooh. Go ahead and set my blocks back up under the base. Go ahead and put my Allen wrench back under to give it that extra up I needed. Extra height. Should be pretty well balanced. I'm looking in the center for where that spring comes through in the middle so I can align my notch in the shaft. There's a notch right here going down the shaft. Catching on the lip of the chair. Straight shot all the way down, pretty good lining up. Okay, so now the chair's supporting itself. I don't need the blocks or anything anymore. Go ahead and put my cold chisel back in. Grip it with the vice grips. Let's come this way. Because I'm going to be spinning this counterclockwise to tighten it. I'm going to get my chair out of the way. Spin it around. Go ahead and put my 4mm Allen wrench in so it'll be ready. Slipped out. Just had too much tension on it there. Here we go. I'm keeping some downward force on it at the same time as I'm twisting it. Now I gotta tighten this bottom set screw. Come on. Get that 4mm Allen set screw to go in. There we go. Plenty tight. Alright, there's a total repair on a Frameworks broken seat. Show you the spring here real quick. Put you in some yellow tile, it's easier to see. There's a spring, there's the broken off part from it. It's usually right there. And the whole spring would normally look like that. Alright, that's the end.